We've uncovered all new at 10 tonight, a decision many abortion rights advocates are calling a victory. This afternoon, a federal judge ruled that some of the new abortion restrictions passed by the Texas legislature are unconstitutional and should not take effect as planned tomorrow.
KITV's Melanie Lofton is live at an abortion clinic in North Austin. And Melanie, I know you talked to people there, and they still may be forced to close despite this ruling.
That's right. This ruling didn't do anything about what some abortion clinics consider the most restrictive part of HB 2. That's the surgical ambulatory center requirement. Eventually, what it means is tomorrow this facility will open without too much changing. But come this time next year, this facility may be closed.
We're feeling a lot of relief around here.
Relief because a judge ruled parts of House Bill 2 passed in this year's special session are unconstitutional. The restrictions challenged affect how the abortion pill RU-486 is physically taken and the requirement that doctors have admitting privileges at a hospital within 30 miles. Abortion clinics call it a victory, but they're still in limbo. You're still facing the possibility of possibly having to close?
Yes, absolutely.
That's because this legal challenge did not take up the entire bill. Part of it requires clinics meet the same standards as ambulatory surgical centers. That was not challenged, and it'll take effect in September 2014. Hagstrom Miller says getting the Austin clinic in compliance would mean a lot of changes from the operating room.
This room would need to be about 4 times the size.
To almost everything else.
It's the hallway with the women's and men's locker rooms, a janitor's closet, airflow systems.
A complete rebuild costing nearly $1.5 million.
And that will severely reduce women's access.
The issue will likely be challenged.
Because it doesn't go into effect until next September, there's a little bit of time to build that case.
For now, Monday's ruling is on its way to a federal appeals court. It's expected to end up in the U.S. Supreme Court. Now, here are the parts of the bill that do take effect tomorrow. The 20-week ban and another provision that would limit drug-induced abortions to 7 weeks instead of 9 weeks. Both take effect tomorrow. Live in North Austin, Melanie Lofton, KITV News.
Thanks, Mel. When the decision came down this afternoon, Attorney General Greg Abbott, who has been on the front lines of this debate, was quick to issue a response. He says, quote, "The state has already appealed the court's ruling, as everyone, including the trial court judge, has acknowledged this is a matter that will ultimately be resolved by the appellate courts or the U.S. Supreme Court." Now, Wendy Davis, the other key player in the abortion debate, tweeted, "As a mother, I would rather see our tax dollars spent on improving our kids' schools than defending this law." The abortion issue is expected to be a major campaign point for both Davis and Abbott in their run for governor. As for the appeal, it now goes to the Fifth Circuit U.S. Court of Appeals and could eventually again end up in the U.S. Supreme Court. We will continue to follow this throughout the night. Count on KITV Morning News for the latest starting tomorrow at 5 a.m.